up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is your boy Classy Sense coming at you with a fresh review of a house by the name of Alexandria. And I've been in contact with the creator of Alexandria, and his name's Henny. So I appreciate you, brother, for going ahead and sending me these 3 fragrances to go ahead and review for you. So I've actually got these last week, guys. And knowing me, when I'm going to do a product review or a review on any kind of fragrances, I love to test them out throughout the week. So that's what I did with these fragrances. But before I get into it, guys, let me tell you a little bit more about what he does and what he has to offer. So basically, he makes niche inspired fragrances. And knowing me, guys, I like to test a lot of new fragrances out. I get excited when a new house is coming up and about. Excited when I see new fragrances that's being released, and I want to get my nose on it like ASAP. So being in contact with Henny, he offered me 3 fragrances, again, that resemble 3 niche fragrances that I absolutely love. So that's what he does, guys. He creates fragrances that are similar to niche fragrances. And I'm gonna give you 3 bottles that I have right here that I also have a decan of from their niche side. So further ado, let's get into it, guys. All right, guys, here goes for the bottle. You have Alexandria up top with fragrance written at the bottom. You have 1 ounce written at the left corner side and 30 ml at the right corner side. The sprayer is pretty good, pretty decent, sprays out a lot of juice. And that's it for the presentation of the bottle of Alexandria. Now, guys, that smells so good, guys. Now, this is Hawaii Volcano, or Volcano, whatever. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Now, this fragrance, guys, is very similar to Creed's Virgin Island Water. Now I have a decan right here of Creed's Virgin Island Water. Like I said, guys, I've been messing with these fragrances for about a week now that have been sent from me from the house of Alexandria. And then I've been testing Alexandria out for 1 or 2 days, guys. This is 98% similar to Virgin Island Water. And to be honest with you guys, this has a little bit better performance and longevity than Virgin Island Water. And I'm not taking anything away from the House of Creed or anything like that, because they're still one of my favorite niche houses. But guys, I believe these run up to $39 to $49 on his website. I'm gonna go ahead and leave his link below so you can go ahead and check them out. And there are also other people that purchase these fragrances that do reviews, so you can go ahead and read the reviews, see what it's about before purchasing it. This fragrance, guys, is like Virgin Island Water, opening up with a lot of coconut, and the coconut rides down throughout the whole fragrance. My wife absolutely loves this fragrance, and she's been wearing it. She wore it yesterday, guys. I feel like this fragrance can be unisex because of the tropical vibe it gives you. I get between 7 to 8 hours of strong longevity, guys, with this fragrance. Again, smells like Creed's Virgin Island Water. I've been getting pretty good compliments out here in the summer heat, and it's an absolutely good, gorgeous fragrance, guys. So go ahead and check that one out. And it smells, the opening is very, very similar to Virgin Island Water, and the dry down is lighter. Virgin Island Water is a little more lighter with the coconut on the dry down, but this is a heavy dose of coconut, and it rides all the way through. Absolutely love it. Now let's go on to the other one. This one is absolutely one of my favorites from his house, and it's called the Runway. And this one is very similar to Homage Reflection Man. And I do not own an original Homage Reflection Man decan, but I did get this from Scentbird. And there you go, you have Homage. Guys, this is another absolutely gorgeous clone. I say between 95 to 100% exactly like Homage, guys, to be honest with you. Now I would say the performance and longevity is actually the same. I get between 8 to 9 hours of longevity. I get pretty good solid performance. I am a huge fan of Homage Reflection Man. That gives me crazy compliments, guys, the whole year. It's very versatile on my skin. I could wear it dressed up, dressed down, in any season, any occasion, and it will not go wrong. So the Runway actually had to see if it could step up to its game And I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, it actually does. It performs exactly like Amouage, and it gives you the exact same longevity, and the sillage is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this fragrance. I was blown away, guys, smelling these fragrances by the house of Alexandria, knowing how similar they are to these niche houses. Absolutely, absolutely stunning, guys. And I'm not just saying it to hype them up. I'm not, guys. I'm not that type of person, that type of reviewer. If something smells bad, I'm gonna tell you. If something is absolutely a hidden gem, I'm gonna tell you. If something's actually freaking amazing that blows me away, I'm gonna tell you. And I actually love this fragrance, guys. Again, I have the original Amouage right here in a decan, and I have Runway. I feel like this is the strongest clone to Amouage, guys, of any fragrances that's been released. Absolutely gorgeous. And the number one thing I like about this house, guys, that it performs. They're not gonna sell you something that smells exactly similar to a fragrance but doesn't perform, doesn't last in longevity. You get between 4 to 5 hours of what it has to offer, then it disappears and goes away. No, guys, for a small bottle like this, I spray between 4 to 5 sprays and I'm good for the rest of the day. Absolutely gorgeous floral fragrance right here. The only thing that's different that sets them apart, guys, is I feel like you get more of a neroli vibe, more of a floral vibe with this fragrance than you do Amouage, but still absolutely stunning, absolutely sexy, and very, very similar. I say between 95 to 100% similar, guys. Runway by Alexandria, very similar to Amouage Reflection Man by the house of Amouage. All right, let's move on to my last fragrance, and this one is called Brasilia. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Now this fragrance is very similar to another high quality niche fragrance that everybody knows and everybody owns, and it's none other than Creed Aventus. I own the Creed Aventus decan, but I can tell the difference between these two, guys. Now this does smell like Creed Aventus, but depending on what batch you get. This one has a lot of birch feel to it. You get a lot of strong smokiness from the beginning to the end. I mean, very, very strong smokiness, guys. So if you're a huge fan of Creed Vintage that gives you that strong smokiness from the beginning to the end, and don't get me wrong, still has that fruity pineapple vibe with it. So that's not the case. It's still there. But if you're a fan of the Creed Vintage batch with a heavy dose of smokiness, then this one is a very good one for you guys. I'm really a fan of the smokiness. Now, the decant that was sent for me from my friend Carlos from the BFL channel, he went ahead and sent me this decant of Creed Aventus. I get more of a fruity vibe than the smoky vibe as I get of this one. Now, the smokiness is still there on the decant that he sent me, but I get more of a pineapple feel from the whole life of this fragrance, which I absolutely love. It won't go wrong, guys. Aventus is Aventus, whether it's you get a lot of smoke or a lot of fruit, I don't really care. But as for this fragrance from the house of Alexandria, this you get more of a birch feel, more of a smoky feel of this fragrance throughout the initial spray to the dry down. I would say I haven't really tried a batch of Creed Aventus that has a really smoky feel. So in general, I would have to give this 90% of a clone to Creed Aventus. Still, guys, very similar. You get Creed and this juice, and I get between 7 to 8 hours of longevity. I have gotten, as you can tell, as a juice level, I've had this for a week, and I've been testing all three of them all week. So I've been wearing this the most just to see if it's gonna give me the same quality of fragrance that Creed Aventus does. But guys, it has actually been up there with Creed Aventus. I know there's other clones that I absolutely like Club Nanwheat by Armoff, and then you have Insurrection Pure 2 that I'm big fans of, Pineapple Vintage, that are similar to Creed Aventus. This is up there with Armoff, honestly. I would say I'm still a big fan of Armoff, but I'm also another big fan of this fragrance, guys. Absolutely gorgeous Aventus feel in this little container of juice. and for the prices that you'll get for these fragrances are ridiculous, guys. He has a huge selection in his website. You can go ahead and check his website, check what he has to offer, and he has a description under each fragrance of what niche fragrance it's very similar to, guys. Go ahead and read the description, go through his page. Actually a good house. I would say my favorite from these three, to be honest with you, would have to go with, of course, the Creed clone and the Runway, the Homage clone. These are actually my two favorite Alexandria fragrances from their house. Absolutely gorgeous, very good longevity, and why we always wear fragrances for, guys, the compliments. Absolutely gorgeous fragrances, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I enjoyed sharing this house with you. So if you have any questions, or especially, guys, if you've heard of this house, you own a decan or whatever the case may be, go ahead and leave me your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know your opinion on this house. Well, that does it for me. Thank you for stopping by, and that's it. Hopefully everybody has a good summer and has a good day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.